Hey guys, this is Aiden Struve of Struve Family Farms, and we're out here today. We're in our new 50-acre field. This is the field that I showed disking down the cover crop, and so like I said before, this is our first year doing this, farming this field. For the past 3 years, this field has actually just been weeds. The farmer or the owner has just taken a no plant grant just because he wasn't able to get in here and farm it. And so so we kind of have a little bit of a weed issue in this field, which we knew when we took it on we were going to have. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. But we're out here today. We're doing our first cultivation pass with our Buffalo Cultivator. And so we're out here. So far we did one pass with the tine weeder pre-emerge. Just a few days after we planted. Then we came back through about a week ago and we did another pass with the tine weeder when the corn was about 6 inches tall. And so we're out here today. Our corn is about 1 foot tall now, and so it's a pretty good time to get the first cultivation pass in. And yeah, so today's the first day. It's actually been dry enough where I would have been out here a couple days earlier, but we can look behind the cultivator down at the ground, and we're doing a pretty good job at getting everything. Honestly, the thing, or the weeds that are being left the most are just some milkweed, only because of the fact that these milkweed are rooted so deep. And so even with the field cultivator and everything we did before planting, we couldn't kill the milkweed. And so they're not a huge issue, not near as much as some of our other. But if we come over here where we haven't gone through, we can see we have pretty good weed pressure. This is actually one of the better parts of the field. But yeah, we have a real good height differential when you look down between the corn and the weeds. And if you look, most of the weeds are in the row, and that is just from tire tracks with the planter or other things. But so inside the row, we're looking around the corn, and there's only pretty much little weeds that we're getting buried when we're coming through and pushing dirt into the row. So if we come over here, let's look. Right here, we can pretty much see that all these weeds that are laying here they're cut off and pushed into the row. And so any of the weeds that are in the row are getting buried. And so there's a milkweed, but for the most part, we're looking real good. Here's a big guy that got sliced off. He was in the middle of the row. And so yeah, it's cleaning up pretty nice for us. Down in that bottom there, we got some more foxtail. It's a real wet area, so getting it worked up this spring was kind of a challenge, but that's okay. So yeah, otherwise we got we run 6-row 30 cultivators. We have a few 12 rows, but mostly 6-row 30 Buffaloes. And so if we come and look up here, these are a single sweep cultivator with the cutaway discs. And so we got our cutaway discs and then our shields with our big single sweep in there. And so you can kind of see what the cutaway discs do. They come in and they cut and throw it back in, and then the back rear sweep throws it up against the shields, and the shields pretty much are just deflecting that dirt off the corn. And you can see the corn goes through, and then when that dirt comes back down, it buries the weeds that are pretty close to the plant. So it works out real nice that way. And as long as our corn is tall enough so that we can push the dirt into the row up against the corn, then we can bury most of the weeds that we have out here. So you can see there's some weeds on top, but all these weeds are all cut off and they're just drying out here on top. So they won't be giving us any issues again. So cool, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We'll give you more updates.